Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rosa Victoria and I'm a spiritual and holistic business mentor. Now today we're going to be diving into my favorite topic, which is how to raise your energetic standard. Now an energetic standard is what you allow into your life. It's the standard of everything that you allow in all facets of your life, whether that be relationships, career, business, any area of your personal life comes from your energetic standard. Now in order to receive more of what we desire, we have to raise our energetic standard. We have to decide that we are ready to play with something bigger and fine-tune our experience here on this earth. Now, what I'm finding through the conversations that I'm having with my inner circle clients is that a lot of people don't understand how to raise their energetic standard. And this is because they're so comfortable with saying yes to what it is that they don't want, that they're not putting their hand up and rejecting what doesn't feel good to them. Now, right now, you have a standard in your life, whether you're aware of it or not. And that standard might play out like receiving $2,000 a month in your full-time job. It might play out by, accepting certain behavior within a relationship. But your standard is what you're allowing into your life time and time and time and time again. And so it's not that you don't have a standard right now, because you do. And your standard might be making sure that you pay your bills on time. Your standard might be making sure that you have extra money to do 3 activities per month. Your standard might be showing up every day inside of your business. Whatever your standard is what you've decided you are worthy of. But if your standard is being late on payments, not paying bills on time, not showing up for your business, that's your standard. And so your standard is a reflection of the worthiness that you feel inside of yourself. Now, regardless of what journey I've kind of gone through in life, I've always had an energetic standard with money. And even the time where I was in debt and I was struggling financially, I still had an energetic standard that was, I'm going to make $2,000 per month. But obviously then to leverage to where I'm at right now and build my business to multiple 7 figures, I've had to really look at what is my standard and my relationship to myself and how am I going to heightenize that. And in order to do that, I had to look at what am I accepting that doesn't feel good to me? What am I allowing into my life? What am I allowing time and time and time and time again? And how do I need to close the door on allowing that? Because the truth is, I kept saying yes to what didn't feel good to me. I kept saying yes to living in bare minimum. I kept saying yes to allowing less than I deserved. I kept saying yes to the wrong clients. I kept saying yes to lowering my price point. And this was all because I didn't feel worthy of asserting a new standard inside of my life. And so I had to get really comfortable with how do I establish a new standard and decide that I no longer want to play with the reality that I've played with up until this point. And that required me to realize that sometimes there isn't this big green light when it comes down to healing and going on this soul journey. Actually, the green light is the no, right? Because when your body is screaming no and your body is saying, this does not feel good to me, that is your yes. And so I had to realize and decode that the no that I was receiving was actually my yes. It was the yes that was coming through and saying, hey, Rosie, we need to work in a different way. We need to build our foundation in a more sustainable way. And so what I want you to do right now is decide, what is your standard? What has your standard been up until this point in your life? What are the cycles that you allow in your life? What is the standard financially? What is the standard within relationships? Because if you're going to break your standard threshold, you have to know what you're allowing right now that you don't want to be allowing. Because the first part of evolving is actually learning to say no to what it is that you don't want. And when you can say no to what it is that you don't want, you can say yes to what it is that you do want. But right now, if there's mixed messages and there's mixed signals, that is why you're struggling to manifest the life that you desire and the life that you're dreaming of. Because it can't be a yes and a no at the same time. It has to be, yes, this is what I'm willing to accept in my life. And therefore, anything that's not that is going to be a no. And you have to practice saying no before you can say yes to the thing that you truly want. And so the journey of establishing these new energetic boundaries and standards for your life is about really getting comfortable and crystal clear with what don't I want in my existence and how do I reject that rather than allow it. So I hope this video has been helpful for establishing energetic boundaries. And I want you to know that we are going to be hosting a session inside of my Psychic Circle development space exactly on what it looks like to establish energetic boundaries and standards inside of your body, and how those energetic standards then serve you in building a life that you are fully obsessed with. And so if you want to join us, I'm going to drop the link to the Psychic Circle down below. I would love to have you. Have a great rest of your day, and don't forget to like and subscribe down below.